hold on. Okay, I think I'm ready now. So I have some yarn to review, and let me tell you, I love it. So how this came about is I actually bought the wrong yarn. This is an Amazon brand. The actual name of the brand, I don't know if this is supposed to be all one word, but BLPER, I call it BL Pearly, but I actually ordered it by accident because I had bought a yarn from Amazon and it was too thin. So I saw this and I'm like, that looks a little bit thicker. Let's try it. But it is way thick. I do like working with thick yarn or extra chunky, super bulky yarn. But I was looking for something that was comparable to Bernat blanket, baby blanket maybe, but Bernat blanket, and ordered this, and it's way bigger than that. But it's similar to the Michaels Sweet Snuggles, which I do like, but I don't know, like the cost is, I mean, it's $9.99 like their other loops and threads yarns, but it's only 109 yards. So if I buy this, it's for like a specific project. I'm not just buying it to keep it like in stock. So I found a pattern, and by the way, this is, well, I'll show that in a minute. So I bought it by accident that way, but when I started working with it, I'm like, this is it. What have I made with it so far? I've made an otter. I have brown yarn. I've included it with like some other yarns, but I haven't made anything with it like all on its own. That's a lie. I have, but nothing big all on its own. So this is what it comes vacuum sealed. I have this dark green. They call it curry, but it's like a light brown. This is 2 in here. And the green is just 1. The brown, I've already went through 2 skeins of the brown I had. So I ordered some more so that I could show you. And like a milky white or milk white. That's what this is. And the milk white is what I'm about to use. So what I made with the Sweet Snuggles was a bunny, and I like how it looks. I like the size of it. So I said I'm going to make one out of this Amazon yarn to see how it works up. I use a size 8mm hook with it. I feel like you can even use a little bit bigger than that, but I think 8 is like just right. So does anyone else like this part? I like this part. Let some air in. All right, let's speed it along. So this is 1. It's still got some fluffing to do, but you can still kind of see it's expanding. So here it is, and I feel like it gets even fluffier than that. So just to compare how it comes versus how it really is. So don't let the vacuum seal fool you. But the pattern I'm going to be working on is the Blossom Bunny by Knots Merry Yarn. This is the pattern. Look it up on Etsy. She probably sells it on other platforms, but I use Etsy. It's a modified version. Her pattern is super cute, but I did a couple adjustments to get it to how I like them. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I pre-painted some safety eyes that I'm going to use, which I'll explain more about those when I get to that part. So like I said, I'm not going to time myself because I'm going to watch a movie while I'm doing this. So if I can get this done tonight, even better if I can get this done before the movie is over, but don't hold me to that. So let's see how this center pull goes. Not very well. It felt like I was doing good. I just went to the wrong end. There you go. No, that's the outside. Okay, back to the other side. Which usually, yeah, if the outside end comes out of one end, I usually go in through the other end to find the inside. So I'm just gonna hook. Gosh, the other ones were so easy. I think I've already messed this up. If I can just get that first knot out, I'll be fine. All right, I found the end, but I've already kind of made a mess, but we'll work with it. It'll unravel eventually. I take that back. I'm just going to pull from the outside because that could get a headache later. All right, let's get to crocheting.
At the very least, we need to rule out.
So probably a few hours later, about 30 minutes into the movie, I was started getting phone calls. Finally sat down and focused, and this is where we're at. So I know this looks a little crazy. This is my modification to the pattern, and I'll explain why once I'm done. But this will make sense soon. My eyes, I'm tired. Okay. So I did the arms, the feet, and the ears first, and then started working on the body. And now this is working on the head. Everything is no sew. That's why I love the pattern. The only, and it's not even an issue, it's just preference. Like, the pattern is cute. I just like the neck to be more cinched in. So once I got to that point, I did a round of decreases while I sewed, or while I crocheted in the arms. And now I'm getting the stitches back up to the count where it's supposed to be, basically. But I just wanted to jump in and show you what the yarn is looking like, worked up with a 8mm hook. And by the way, this is where the tail is gonna go. But it is so nice and soft. So the texture is more like a Bernat, but the size is like the Sweet Snuggles. So if I were to sit and really focus on this with no distractions, this probably would have taken me an hour, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. So I'm going to continue on. And by the way, I'll probably have to include this in the title, but this was another Amazon purchase. It was a set. I don't know they're probably in the bottom of this bag, to be honest, but this was like a set of 4 or 5 crochet hooks. And the 8mm was the smallest. I think the largest was a 20mm. But I do like this hook. Not sure if I like it with this yarn. It was fine with the Sweet Snuggles. I would have used this. I think this would have glid. This would have worked more smoothly with this style of yarn, but I was too far into it and didn't want to switch hooks because I felt like the size was going to be different. Because even though, no, this is the 6.5, I'm sorry. Even though they're the same size hook, I don't know, it just looks like this one is bigger than this one, and I didn't want to mess up the size. So this will probably be the last one that I use this hook in comparison, accompanying this yarn. But I thought I would just throw that in there. If you're interested in purchasing these hooks, I'll leave links to all of this stuff below. I'll probably build an Amazon storefront. Is it a storefront? I'm not sure. Where you can go and click on the links from Amazon things that I use to crochet with. Later on, I have some pre-painted safety eyes that I paint myself. I have not sold safety eyes yet. I'm considering it, but right now I just like to use them for my larger items. The smaller items, I get the ones that have the inserts in them, but that's just because I was being lazy, to be honest with you. But the idea behind these is that I made like a big mix of a glitter and left it with no color on the back. And the idea is that the color of the yarn is going to show through to give it that backing and kind of make it all look good together. So it's just a mix of like different iridescent and shimmery glitters that I have in my work room in the back. So I'm gonna keep going with this. The movie's over in 4 minutes, so I'm not gonna meet my goal of being done before the movie is over, but I should be done soon. So see you in a minute. Oh my god, you guys, I gotta stop staying up so late. So I just wanted to come back and show you. The eyes came out so cute. Can you see? How close can I get? There we go. So this is with no color behind them. So the cream color of the yarn is just kind of, it's the same as if I put like white on the back or something like that. So if this was like lavender or a pink color, then it would kind of have a pink hue to it. But I just felt like this was, I just wanted a universal glitter mix that I can just put on. I put it on like the whole bag or what I had left. So I'm excited about that. But I'm going to finish up the top, bring the ears up, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like when it's done. We are finally done. Oh my goodness. It's like, oh, here's my phone. it's probably like 12 o'clock at night, and I need to get something to eat and go to bed. But I had to finish, and I forgot about the tail, so I went ahead and did the tail, which by the way is another Amazon purchase, but I'll save that for a separate video. We've talked about enough in this one, but here's the big reveal. Oh, she's so stinking cute. So stinking cute. So I did the ears sticking straight up. I just like it that way. And what do you think? Focus. I'm trying to hide. I have to hide my face behind it. About the yarn, the lighting. I'll have to take better photos in some daylight so you can really see all of the detail. But let me get the other one that I made with the sweet snuggle so you can compare the two. Okay. So this is the Sweet Snuggles. So it's pretty comparable in size. You can see them both together. I mean, they're pretty. I'm lining up the tails. The Sweet Snuggles is slightly larger, but my tension could have been looser, so you never know. But it's pretty comparable as far as the size. So this is the Sweet Snuggles. This is the Pearly yarn, BP Pearly, or I forgot the name, is the Amazon brand on this side. So I love this pattern. Shout out to, let me make sure I'm saying the name correctly, to Knots Mary Yarn for this pattern. I have several patterns by that designer. I did a whole slew of cactuses for a Palm Street Live that I did. For a Palm Street Live that I did, and have recently fell out with Palm Street. I don't want to talk about it right now. They kicked me off the platform for very silly reasons. But I am moving on to another platform. I believe I'm going to start up Whatnot because I haven't really found another live streaming or live selling app that I see a lot of people use. So that's it. I'm going to put some on my stomach and I'm going to go to bed. You see these bags under my eyes. I stayed up way too late and still have other things to do before I go to bed besides eat. I am a night owl, trying to change that, okay? So you might get quite a few late night videos from me. But I will see you guys for the next project. I'm getting ready for a spring and Easter market, so I hopefully the next one will be showing you my process for market prepping for that. I've already started. I started probably over a month ago. So I have a whole table. You can't see it right now, but I have a whole table of spring and Easter things already made. So I'm going to make more and work on my display. I want to improve my display for this market, make some more Amazon purchases. So stay tuned. If you want to see more, like, subscribe, follow, share, hearts. Drop a yarn ball in the comments. Drop a moon in the comments if you're still watching because it's late and I gotta go. Bye.